Hey guys, welcome back to a new video. Today I'm bringing you a Titan build that is actually going to shock you because it does really well and you wouldn't expect it. Now, as you can see in the gameplay, you're pretty much unkillable with this build if you set it up right. Now, pretty much if you guys are taking damage, all you have to do is stand near your barricade and get a kill. And as you can see, it's going to regen your health. And not only that, your damage is going to increase while standing next to your barricade. So it's an amazing build. But if you are new, stay till the end of the video to see some high-end gameplay with this build. And hopefully you guys do enjoy. If you do, remember to leave a like, subscribe, and I will catch you in the next one. Right, so starting off with Titan build, we are using Striker Titan with Thunder Crash because it deals a lot more damage than the Fist of Havoc. Now, it's definitely the best super on Titan if you guys are looking to kill a boss. For your abilities, you want to run Rally Barricade, I have Strafe Lift, Thunderclap. We use this because, as you can see, hold while grounded to plant your feet and begin charging your fist with Arc Energy. Release to unleash a devastating blast in front of you, dealing damage that increases with longer charge time. So it's a really, really good melee. And then Pulse Grenade is probably one of the best grenades you can have. For your aspects, we're using Storm's Keep. So cast your class ability to grant a moderate amount of bolt charge stacks to you and nearby allies. And obviously bolt charge is really overpowered at the minute, and with today's build and our exotic armor piece, it's going to synergize super well. Then we have Touch of Thunder just to make our grenades a lot better. Then for our fragments, we have Spark of Volts, Spark of Magnitude, Spark of Irons, and Spark of Shock. These are just going to synergize well and deal a lot of damage. Now, weapon wise, to be honest, you can really use anything in this build that works really well. I like the Graviton Spike with the Arc. I like the Thunder Load as well, so you can sort of change it up. The only thing I would say is try and use something that's going to be high DPS if you are using the Graviton Spike, because this is more of an ad clearer. So I'm using the brand new Pulse Rifle that deals some crazy damage. So that's the only thing I would suggest if you guys are going to run this. But you'll see in the gameplay how well this hand cannon really works with the build, especially swapping from Stasis to Arc. So I'll show you that later on. For your artifact, the mods I'm running are these right here. If you want to pause the video, you guys can. The ones that are really good are Elemental Benevolence. So granting allies an elemental buff gives class ability energy. So people in your fire team, if you can give them those elemental buffs, you will be getting your Titan barricade back quicker, which is what this build is about. So try it out. Let me know if you guys are using anything different to what I am. Test it all out and see what works better. You can use this right here as well. But they're the ones I'm running. Stats wise, what you're going to want to run is high class if you guys can. I mean, mine's at 64 and it's pretty good at the minute. If you can get to 100, that's even better. Super is going to be crucial for damage, so I recommend a high super if you can. And to be honest, health if you guys want to stay alive a lot longer in those end activities. Now, the armor I have got, obviously, it's not tier 5 yet. I'm waiting to get those tier 5s before I upgrade. So all the builds that I do are going to just basically tell you what you should be running. But I'm not running it because it is hard to get at the minute at the time of recording this video. But for your helmet, what we do have is a class mod, Harmonic Siphon, Super Font, and we've got 2 of those. So you're getting bonus to your super stat while you have an armor charge. Then for the arms, what we do have is a minor grenade, grenade font doubled up, so you gain bonus to your grenade stat while you have an armor charge, and then firepower, so that your final blows create orbs of power. And the exotic that makes this really good. Now, this recently got changed as well. So we generate an additional orb of power from supers, generating a barricade or dealing sustained damage, or defeating targets from behind one creates a healing pulse. Healing your allies grants barricade energy. So pretty much now the Crest of Alpha Lupa is really good at surviving and dealing damage. Now, if you pair it with the Arc Titan, so you can get your Arc charge or your Bolt charge, it's going to deal so much damage, and you're constantly going to get healed from using it. And not only that, you deal way more to bosses, and it's going to help your team stay healed. So it's overall a really well sort of exotic now. For that, we're using a grenade mod, harmonic resistance, stasis ammo generation, and a sniper rifle damage resistance. Now these can be changed depending on obviously the weapons you guys are running. Then we do have minor grenade and triple stasis weapon surge. Now you can change it up, so obviously if you guys are running stasis you want to have that on. If you're running strand like me or arc, I would recommend changing it up to like strand and arc, so make sure you have those on as well so that it is dealing damage for the weapons you are using, rather than obviously missing out. If you guys do change weapons, make sure to change those mods to strand and obviously void or whatever you're using. Then for your cloak, we have a grenade mod, time dilation, a bomber, and class font. Now that is a build summed up. I'll always leave a dim link in the description. I'm going to show you some gameplay of this build right now so that you guys can see it in some higher tier activities. All activities I will be underpowered for in the gameplay. So as always, leave a like, subscribe, and I'll explain how to use this right now. Right, so we've loaded into a solo ops and I've put it on one of the hardest difficulties we can at the minute, do and complete. Now we've got a lot of modifiers on as well, and all we're going to be doing is showing you the build. So pretty much all you have to do is sort of swap to your stasis if you're using this hand cannon, swap to your arc, place your barricade. Now if we place our barricade, as you can see, bolt charge is going to start happening, and as you can see, we're going to start regenning health from getting those kills behind our barricade. Once bolt charge is ready, you can simply use it on an enemy, as you can see, and it deals some really good damage out there. As you can see, we're not dying as long as we get our shield back, which is going to regenerate real quick. So we're going to get another one. You can simply place it back down, keep getting kills, and you're not going to die. Now we are on a solo ops. If you're playing in a fire team and your team is stood behind you or near you, it's going to heal you and your team as well. So it's a really good one to be having on. So we're going to pop our shield. As you can see, we don't really take that much damage from the enemies, and if we do, all you have to do is get a kill and it's going to regen, and that bolt charge is going to deal some crazy damage, especially on a boss. So that's pretty much how you use the build. Like I said, my stats aren't perfect. If you have higher class, you'll probably get your barricade back quicker, but just use your grenades to get it back quick and keep popping and killing. And it is such a simple build that deals some good damage. But I'm going to leave you some more gameplay. Now you know how to use a build, I'll show you it against some high-end bosses.